can never be you.
Folks, we are live. It is July 8th, 2026. We just finished AEW Dynamite Beach Break. What a show. What a show. They're always fun, man. I love these themed episodes. This felt like a pay-per-view just to get a pay-per-view, man.
They're always fun, man. I can agree with that. Beach Break always gives you something that always sets the tone for something bigger.
And my, did it do that tonight? I appreciate everybody who is in here, man. Big shout out to everybody in the Discord, EPW Hub. Make sure that you guys are signed in and joining that. And if not, spread the word if you know some cool wrestling peeps. There's also a great Reddit, AEW Fan Hub. That's Kelson. He's in the chat right now talking as we speak. And yeah, make sure that you guys are checking that out. Mondays, Clash of the Podcast. I see my tag team partner, co-creator, HW Weekly's in the chat. Sean Hubbard, man, make sure you show him some love as well.
My guy Hubs.
Yo, insane show tonight, man. Anyone who comes in watching this after the fact, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're live right now, so you guys can put your stuff in. We are probably the #1, like, most fan interactive show. Super chats are appreciated. If you want to give them, thanks. If you don't, cool with that too. Make sure you guys are talking in the live chat. We greatly appreciate all interactions.
Yes, we do. Let's get live.
Let's run through who is in here, and then we will start the Dynamite review show, man, because we got a lot to talk about. A lot. New champions, new contenders, redemption. Lots happening, man. Clown, what's going on? He said afternoon. Clown chilling on that West Coast time, player. What's going on? Shout out to my guy Clown. We also have Matt Lopez in the house. He says, good evening, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed enjoyed a great episode of Dynamite. I will say that this is going to be an episode 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
HW Weekly. Hubs comes in. I predicted the cheap win for MJF. Glad I was wrong. That Dynamite puts WWE to shame. That AEW title match puts the WWE title match to Raw to shame.
To shame. My guy Hubs.
Valerie, welcome. I appreciate you. She says, hello, Conrad, Derek. OMG, Kenny is the champ. Still can't believe what I just watched. Still bumped. I'm assuming bummed. She meant it wasn't at Redemption. Yeah. Ospreay versus Omega 3 at All In. Sign me up. We got to speculate at the end. That's what we do here. There's some good speculation. T-Ferg, what's good, fellas? This was a good show. Felt like a mini pay-per-view, and I like the venue.
Yes.
AEW, if you're not selling out those big basketball arenas, unique venues is it. And I think that has become like a Tony Khan specialty.
I agree with that 100%. Sometimes you gotta break the mold. You gotta beat them where they least expect it.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes smaller venues can just look more fun and feel more alive. And that's what it felt like tonight. AEW Fan Hub, Kelson says, greetings, everyone. A great night of professional wrestling at Beach Break. Though the big 3 matches were extremely predictable. Sorry, Conrad. Also, yes, where was the big show? Man, I was ready to torture Derek, man. Paul White.
Think it cool.
Well, we were hoping, man. Derek, if you're newer to this, Derek dislikes. One of Derek's saddest moments ever on stream was what was it? What was that WrestleMania that we had watched? Was it 36?
Was it 36?
It was the WrestleMania where we were all stuck in the home, and then they said, we have a special match for you guys. Drew McIntyre versus The Big Show. Derek's depression. I had a picture in our Facebook group for a long time, and Derek was just like in a chair, like, oh no. I love it.
I couldn't do it, bro. It was too much for me.
Yo, Quills back in the house. Said, what up, Conrad, Derek, and chat. Sir Quills is back again to enjoy my 2 favorite bros, Brother Conrad, Brother Derek, for yet another dope AEW Dynamite review. Hashtag EPW. Hashtag
Trash Duke.
Hashtag doo-doo butter. XG Dub, yo, what's good, XG Dub? Matt going crazy for Omega. D Rich, he said, "Hey Conrad, Derek, good evening. I'm excited for Blue Panther versus Claudio. Heck yeah, on the CMLL show this Friday in Arena Mexico. The match is going to be fantastic. Definitely need some more Arena Mexico shows in my life." Chris, he said, "Bonjour, ciao, hola, ni hao, konnichiwa, howdy, folks.
Howdy.
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Aha, aha. Give me that." Why do we quote Toy Story? It's because of Kyle Fletcher looking like Sid. That's right. I can say hello in French, Italian, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and Texan. Shifty, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you checking it out, man. How's your day going? It's going, man.
Replay.
What is happening, brother? Appreciate you. Once again, check out the Discord. We got it in there. Jocelyn, what's happening?
Jocelyn.
2 title changes and a return in one night. I won't complain. Yo, Ace. Ace, it's been a minute. What's happening? Ace, he said, "What up, my brothers in chat?" What's going on, Ace? Appreciate you, man.
Hey, Boogie.
We got a lot of people jumping in here. I was really surprised with one of the title changes. I was completely torn out to Takeshita Fletcher, but I was sure Kenny was getting a DQ win. No doubt. The Baycare Sound venue reminded me of Daly's place. Eric Douglas. Will Ospreay's afraid of MJF? Come on now. Can we ever be original 40-something-year-old in the twilight of their career wins on Monday? So let's run it back on Wednesday. Yo, this guy trolling. Great to see Big Foley tonight at Beach Break. Yes. I was excited for MJF Ospreay 2 Mount Rushmore performers in their prime, but I'm excited for Ospreay Omega. Yeah, hell of a show. I agree. Salute to the sickos. What is happening? What blackmail does Willow have over Tony Khan? Willow's fantastic. I like Willow. Come on, Marcus. I'm assuming you're Marcus because of the name in there. But we got our guy Jesus
De Leon.
He said, "Sup, Conrad, Derek, one of the best AEW shows this year. Omega back on top as champion. Love to see it. Throwback, right, man, when we were doing these shows yesteryear." Big Show was on the dark match. Let's go.
That doesn't count.
Guys, tune in to Derek's channel for a special review. Special review of this dark match. He saved Sting's son. Okay, after a tag match with the Swirl. Okay. Knowledge, I just subscribed and liked. Appreciate you, man.
Knowledge.
Thank you, good sir. Yes, we are going to get into this. Let's not waste any more time, man. It's usually the Dynamite review. Here it is, badam. But it's live. It's Wednesday, but this show was special because it was Beach Break. Look at that towel. Look at the flamingos. I love the setup for this show, Derek, and I'm going to tell you why. This is such a small, minor thing, but the ability for this show, Derek, to go from this was how it looked during daylight, and by the time you get to the nighttime, the background had darkened as well. And I thought whoever thought of that on the production team, whether it was Tony, Kenny, a wrestler, whomever, give it up to AEW's production team, because I thought that was a nice little touch that added so much more to this.
It is a nice touch when you pay attention to small details like that. Basically, you made the set sunset, every pun intended, with the sunset.
And you know what? I like it. Just like Dante Martin many years ago. Remember that sunset flip on Matt Sydal? Or I think it was Matt Sydal. And it was like a beautiful sunset. So I'm not mad at it.
Not at all.
I love this venue. I like that they had fans underneath for people because it was hot in there. They were trying to cool it down.
A smooth 90.
They had an electric lineup for this show. Tony Khan adding matches at the last minute, especially those bottom two, having me chase stuff before. Not surprised. I'm trying to get ready for the show. I'm just coming back from my workout, and I'm like, dude, what do you mean he's adding matches and stuff? Tell him to chill. Tony Khan hates me.
Give me enough time.
Yeah. What up, E? Appreciate you. Yeah, so unbelievable when it comes to this. Let us get into this. I love seeing people chatted up in the chat, man. We're gonna talk more about that MJF stuff. I see you guys in there. So for this show tonight, Derek, we open up with Renee Paquette backstage talking to Kenny. She's like, Kenny, everything's on the line here. It's like the big boxing match promo, like everything's on the line. What are you going to do? Kenny talked about his time in the Indies, DDT, PWG, you name it. He kind of brought it up. And he wasn't even talking about his New Japan time. He said, I've always fought, scratched, and clawed my way to getting what I had to do. And he said he doesn't think MJF has what it takes to defeat him tonight. So we're going to find out. And he gives us his catchphrase at the end. I must bid you adieu. You know, good night. There you go. And yeah, he added to it. I thought it was a good promo, though, to just get you hyped up for later on.
It was, just a little sentimental message for the fans and everybody in AEW that this is what's going to happen.
And I really liked the fact that they found a way just to make you doubt, make you question things. And on promo sometimes you could be like, that was weird, but it's okay.
Yes.
And then there's other times where you're like, yo, Kenny's fantastic at doing this. Like, he gets it.
Yeah. I think the tone changes how we're gonna, hear a promo from someone. If it's hyped up, in my opinion, from what I'm starting to notice, if the program is being hyped up to be like PPV level, the delivery is given to you. You know what I mean? Like, here, handing it right to you. This is what you're gonna get. If it's just something mellow, you may catch a little hiccup here and there, but I think once it's time to turn it on, it's time to turn it on.
Yeah, and I thought he did a good job with that. I'm freezing. Are we? Hello. I hope not. Let me know if it's still freezing. Moving on. We're gonna keep this thing flowing. From there, we open up with the opening matchup, which was the first match that they had announced weeks ago for this show: Tommaso Ciampa versus Jericho. Tommaso Ciampa comes out. My shadow knows my story. He waits at the entrance ramp because he's going to attack Jericho. Jericho's like, nah. Comes through the crowd. He climbs up on the stage, and then they just start beefing on the outside. This led to them fighting near plastic chairs at the top. Let's talk about safety for a second here, because I feared for both of them. I know that they know what they're doing, but I don't want to see people get cut up in plastic chairs.
Oh, man, the plastic chairs will do you in.
Ciampa took a suplex on one, bro. Definitely got his, like, right near the upper, like, near the butt cheek, top of your leg, like, hammy, like, he got sliced, bro. Plastic chairs are the worst. The worst.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know what, man? I give you all the credit in the world if you get slammed on anything. Table, chair, ladder, thumbtacks. Man, but getting slammed on a plastic chair.
Whew. Yeah. Chris Jericho taking that face buster as well on the steps.
Yeah.
Eating a gusher. Right after that.
So Irish peak.
Jericho then ends up going for break the walls down. He's going for the walls of Jericho. Why I say break the walls down? Going for the walls of Jericho.
I wouldn't that.
Wouldn't have been. He goes in, and right before that, they had a spot where they like grabbed a bucket and sand was in it, and he hits the code breaker and it spilled everywhere. Aubrey takes the bucket, but Ciampa grabs sand and he hits it with the old Dale. Go ahead, Derek. Hit him one time with it. Reach in that pocket and grab some of it. Pocket sand. Right in the face of Jericho, running knee. Ciampa wins. I was very surprised by this.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this at all. But then again, if you think about it, Ciampa wins. We get best 2 out of 3. Because I think the feud's going to continue just for a little bit. Because Jericho has to get his lip back. If he doesn't get his lip back, then what was the real definition of the match or of the feud? You know what I mean? So I think it's going to go best 2 out of 3. I feel Jericho will win pay-per-view wise.
Right. Some people are saying we're lagging. Everyone, let me know what the quality of the feed is. Just write it in the chat. Let me know. Yeah. I don't think this is done though, because Ciampa went to attack after the match. Went to hit him with the steel chair, and we kind of moved on from it. But I feel like this is still going to keep going.
Oh yeah, like I said, I believe it's going to be a best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. I think. Do I dare say?
What up, Marcus?
That we get. Mom told you to take me to the mall.
Jericho, the Painmaker. Mom said you got to take me to the mall, Jericho. We'll see. He might have to bust out something different here just to get that edge.
Yeah, you got to match the energy, and I think that's the only way you're going to match it right now.
Right? What up, Delayed Grats? I see you've joined in. It's time to put that title on Ciampa. He really has a bad match. Good opener between Jericho and him. Yes. I'm glad Ciampa won, Ace says. Ciampa's beard's getting out of control. I hope we get MJF Ospreay one time again before they get too old. I think
Jericho gets too old.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, well, yeah, he's talking about something completely different, but yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, I see you, Delayed Grats. Weirdest thing, I slandered drunk on a monster truck tire. Yeah. Jorge, what's good, man? I see you. The quality is better than Sammy's title reign. Thank you for letting me know. It's okay on my end with the stream. Yeah, I'm not sure then. Seems to be good now. Did have a few leggy moments earlier. No clue, guys. Maybe it's my stuff. D Rich, man, you enjoy, man. We gotta talk that CMLL. Most definitely. The camera filming you two is grainy. Yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get with the Logitech, brother. That's about it. I blame the Big Show. One time for Derek again. Well, Derek, I want you to know I had at least planned to use this 10 times tonight, probably, if he would have came back.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Thank God.
Cray, what's good? He said we need NXT top heel Ciampa. He's getting there. I feel that was a big dub, man. Jericho's presentation is good lately. Love the lighter schedule.
Yes.
Probably the best.
Yes.
What time do y'all come on? We usually start at 10:30. With Dynamite, it's just right after the show ends, so it depends on when they end. But from there, we got a Brawling Birds vignette, Derek. I love the birds. Felt very Brawling Brutes-esque, some may say, where they're in a pub and they're just beating up some fellers back there who thought they could handle the ladies and they couldn't. The Brawling Birds have to be the tag match for All In. They have to be.
Yeah.
And I'm talking it's better be like a street fight, pub fight, something crazy. Yeah,
it has to be. With the magnitude of the match that we're looking at for them, it has to be something brawler-esque. If it's not, I'm not gonna lie, I might be a little depressed on that.
We'll see. We'll see what they're gonna come up with the Brawling Birds, but I like that vignette. I thought it did pretty good. Outside, we see Will Ospreay and MJF having a little back and forth. But why MJF spit on this man? Out of nowhere, we were just watching. We're like, hey, yo, what's up with the spit, bro?
Oh, man.
They end up having a little brawl. They get separated, and then MJF's just going crazy, like, this is my title. No one's beating me. I'm the best. You're not the best. And I love that conversation. Like, Will, you keep saying you're the best, but you don't have this. You've never even held this. So how are you the best?
Right.
And I was just like, okay.
So it's a lot of foreshadowing. I'm willing to put my neck out on the line that with that kind of delivery, I think a darker side of Will is going to come out. I don't know why.
Yeah,
because I don't think we reached it. I don't even think we've even scratched the surface. But with that, I feel like a little bit of a darker side is going to start coming out.
We might see that even faster than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving some people we see one name that says, I think Marcus said Brawling Birds feeling forced. I don't agree with that. Quills, the torture will never stop for Derek. He has earned this. He has earned this. Paul White's nice, man. I'm telling you, he seemed like he knew his character. Giant.
Yeah, we knew his character too.
All right. MJF has a lot of beef with everyone. That's true.
A certain boss man knows that character very well.
Does Will have a dark side? He might, man. Listen, Kenny Omega is a dead man, and it's on you. MJF thought he was on Retro NWA TV. He thought he was in the studio. Going for it. Let's jump into the next match, man. It was another championship match on the card tonight. It was Konosuke Takeshita defending the International Championship against Kyle Fletcher. Derek, I didn't take a lot of notes in this one. I figure we could just be better off just talking about it. I'm looking at you first for this one, man. What did you think of this match overall, just as a whole?
Overall, you know what? These two will definitely give you something to think about every time they hop in the ring with or against each other, no matter what the situation is. For me, this was a really, really good match. I am not going to lie, though. That ending shocked the mess out of me. Was not expecting that to happen. Not at all.
No doubt, man. I mean, you got your Blue Thunder bomb.
One of these days, someone is losing to that move.
People have lost to it. You're just not. I don't think it's usually like Collision or something. Like, I wish Derek was here. He would have appreciated that.
Something where, man, I put it on a pay-per-view one good time. Like someone just hit the meanest Blue Thunder bomb ever, and just be like, boom, that's it.
Yo, keep wishing, brother. Takeshita, the focus was like his right arm in this match. He hit that Raging Fire, goes for the pin, but he couldn't get there quickly enough. And then Fletcher like kicked his leg or his arm, excuse me. And that was like, ooh, really bad point for him. He hit a brainbuster, gets a 2.5, bro. They battle up on the top rope. Fletcher puts him up there. Top rope brainbuster on the turnbuckle, shades of El Generico.
Yes.
And that's enough to put Konosuke Takeshita away. Kyle Fletcher is the new international champion. Derek, we talked about a new dawning for him and the Don Callis family was coming, and he has elevated up again.
He has. You know what? Give the man all the credit in the world for doing what he has done. Oh, God. I'd say in such a short amount of time. Because what? He came in, 2-3 years ago?
Was it 2-3 years ago? No. You're talking about Fletcher?
Yeah.
Are we looking at 4? 4 or 5 years ago, let's say. Or no, I'm lying. It's not 5. Let's say, I'll say 3, because we were talking about All In. He was at that All In show, and we were bringing up that he was on the pre-show for the ROH tag titles, him and Mark Davis. And I'm like, look at where they are today, bro.
Right. So we'll go middle ground. We'll say 3 to 4. 3 to 4 years, he has shown that he belongs on the main stage. And in my opinion, I don't think it matters what company it's at. I just believe that it needs to be on the main stage for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
The man gives you up. I have yet to see.
Bro, these are 2 future main eventers, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, like I have yet to see God forbid, knock on wood, a bad match from him.
He gets it. He just understands it from tag team perspective. I'm glad that him and his partner are achieving single success now.
Yes.
And I don't think this is the end for Konosuke Takeshita as well.
No.
He's too good. Now, I'm interested to see where this leads because there was a lot of stuff after. So good, man. Shout out to is it Conger? I hope I said that right. If I said it wrong, please correct me. You got a redemption ticket. Heck yeah, brother. I hope you enjoyed the show, man.
Yes.
I'm a little jealous for you right there, man. That's a good show to be at. I'm telling you. We go to the Toronto show, so most definitely. And no, it's not because we live in the States actually, but we go to the Toronto shows because of how close it is to us.
Yeah.
Fletcher's turning that belt pink, Jorge says. I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, not at all.
I wonder if Takeshita dropped the belt because he's about to do the G1. Could be. Take a little rest break with it. AEW building stars without a PC. I love it. Takeshita with a bad arm going into the G1 climax, which starts Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I am going to talk about that towards the end of this, I promise you. Takeshita versus Fletcher was a good match, but of course, Don Callis shenanigans. You know it, man. That's what the Don Callis family's for.
Gotta expect it, Quilly.
Now I'm going to have to go to All In. Look at you, man. You're about to spend some bread. Actually, I heard tickets went down, though. Tickets are on sale out, like 50% off. They're trying to sell it. Storytelling in AEW, you don't say. What up, B-Boy? Appreciate you, family. Kenny Omega, MJF, Will Ospreay, 3 superstar. Oh, my goodness. Love seeing the sun go down during Kyle's intro. Yes, I love that. Yeah, I brought that up earlier about how the stage settings had changed on it.
Yeah.
So good.
Very, very nice touch. Very nice touch.
Now, this bled into another segment, which was the Mick Foley segment. Mick Foley comes out to do an interview. Mick Foley is out there showing off his shoes, and Mick Foley's being Mick Foley. He looks like he's just happy to be involved with stuff. And he starts running them down, and Kyle says that Takeshita was always riding my coattails. None of this mattered. I was always the better one because he's been listening to Don and eating up all that bull crap.
Right.
No. So he's just out there enjoying all of it and doing that. And from there, Foley starts getting a little heated, and then this brings out Kevin the Jet Knight. And the Jet is out here, and he is talking his mess, Derek. Yes. He's like, yo, where's my title shot, MJF? Kyle, good for you, but this is about me right now. You can see Kyle's getting mad a little bit.
Yes, like, dude, don't take my spotlight. This is big for me. We can address whatever you want to address later, but right now, let's address the fact that this was a big match for me and an important match for me. You can come after that once I'm done.
And then we hear the music of Andrade. He comes out. How you know?
How you know?
He's out there now talking his mess. And Andrade also wants a title shot. And he's just looking at all those champions in there. And basically he's ready to rumble with all of them. Then here comes Darby, like something. Andrade gets chased. Darby's backstage. They think the backpack's booby trap. Right. When they grab the skateboard, that's set up for a booby trap. And Darby catches Brian Cage trying to use it, and he falls down. It's absolutely insane. Insane, bro.
You know what? It's hard. It's hard to believe that Darby Allin wouldn't do anything, spectacular or extreme whenever he gets into an altercation with someone. It has to happen. Like, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to say I am going to be disappointed.
Hey, that's not how you spell it, Chris. I love it, man. I love it that people are feeling AEW. I'm glad that there's some new people checking out the product. I saw Gabe said he was checking it out. Big shout out to Gabe as well. Exploding skateboard backpack deathmatch at Redemption. You know what? Sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up, Kelson. I could definitely get down with that. From there, right? People are doing more explosions than the Looney Tunes. Match sponsored by Acme. Sponsored by Acme for sure. From there, we move into a tag match that got added last minute. Thank goodness I was able to get the graphics. Death Riders. Notice what it says. Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley going up against the Workhorsemen. I think the Workhorsemen don't get enough credit for their work.
No.
But I think that they are a featured Ring of Honor act. They're getting some TV time here. Not mad at it. If you know that Moxley is a fan of theirs.
Yes.
And they ended up having a good match. Derek, not much to say. They hit the combo double arm DDT hidden blade. I think we have come up with the name that might have to just be called the Death Blade tag team finish. Like,
you know what? Nothing wrong with it because it is a good double team that they have going with it. I think the more that they showcase that, the more people are gonna like it. So, but after I saw it the first time, I'm like, yeah, I like that. And then now we just got to come up with a name for it.
That's a fake tag team.
It really is.
I'm like, boys, it's gonna be a good one. Give me them two versus the Bucks or something crazy, bro. That joint might go off, bro.
Oh man, but you know what though? Like you said, whose name was first? I haven't done this in a very, very long time. Slowly descending.
Yes. Matt, good mention too about that Twitch collab. Pete, they were doing Twitch collab with like Cash Nasty Gaming,
Okay.
Agent 00. They had them on streaming some stuff too. So yeah. I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers owns Looney Tunes, so maybe the next exploding match can be an Acme Crate. I could definitely see it. It's gonna hurt when Ospreay turns heel and the Death Riders kick Mox out. It might hurt. It might hurt. Yo, so this man's mad rude, bro. Mad rude.
No, I was laughing at the Acme the Acme comparison. That
Someone's gonna get wildly coyote.
man.
We go into what was next, which was the women's casino gauntlet. We had Athena, who had earned the #1 spot. Maya World back in the mix in the #2 spot. Athena has won this previously at All In, but this is for a shot at the women's world title at Redemption. Love it. Derek, in this, we had Sky Blue, who I want to give Sky Blue her flowers. I think Sky Blue has greatly been improving, and I saw a lot of people commenting on her stuff at Pro Wrestling Eve. Good for her, and like to see her get some more opportunities here, which I think is coming.
Yeah,
based on something we see at the end of this.
Yes, it is slowly progressing, but I do say it. You know, it just has to. It just has to develop. And for Sky Blue, she has been doing her her due diligence and grinding to get to her position. And I'm happy for her. I'm happy for anybody who has to put themselves through that situation. And it could be long and grueling or very fast through that process. No matter what the case is, though, I thoroughly enjoy watching Sky Blue.
Now, Sky Blue came out with the kendo stick. 4 was Mina in this. 5 was Rena from Stardom. I thought that was a nice surprise that Rena's still hanging out in the States. I'm glad to see her on the show. Julia was 6, Julia Hart, and I love what Kelsa said here, that Julia Hart was kicking butt. None of them were wrestlers, but she kicked butt. She was beating up security on the outside. Right. Tony Schiavone was like, that might be a fine. What are you doing? Tony Schiavone was having none of this garbage tonight.
All I can picture.
Thunder Rosa came out at 7. We got a few pentateps there, and then number 8 was where we get our big surprise.
Yes.
Willow Nightingale makes her return. Why did we take the title off Willow? If we were just going to crown a champion next week, you could have hit her away and we wouldn't have noticed.
Right. You could have just left it alone. Like you said, hide it so we don't really suspect anything. But yeah, bringing her back from her injury. I mean, I'm happy to see her back from that. But I think that was just, I think it was, I don't want to say premature, but I don't think it was well thought out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. All I know is Willow was in there, House of Fire. She was hitting spine on the pines, and Julia Hart got caught, and I already knew. Once I saw that doctor bomb, the doctor death bomb, or the gut wrench, whatever you want to call it, she was going to her happy place because she folded up Julia Hart like an accordion. 1, 2, 3, game over, GG. She is going to be challenging Tekla at Redemption for the Women's Championship.
Right. And you know what? At any time I see that kind of power bomb, you can't ask for anything better. Like that, those types of power bombs look like they have some kind of force behind them. when it's just like a regular like that kind of power bomb, and I kind of like I give you the momentum, but then I kind of like just toss you a little bit. When Willow does it, it's almost kind of like an arch back, like boom and then boom.
That's that Liger bomb, baby. Just stack you up.
Yeah, I love when certain moves are emphasized the way that they should be. I think any power bomb that is executed should be executed correctly and with force.
You are not wrong, good sir. Now, from here, Johnson said Tekla does not need to be on commentary anymore. Yeah, there were lots of dumb B words said on commentary by her. The Casino Gauntlet match was fun. I love Athena. I'm liking Maya World more and more. I love Thunder Rosa, Mina Shirakawa, Julia Hart, Sky Blue. Beating up security was nutty. Yeah, they were getting into it. The Babe with the power bomb. Yes. If that's the name of the move, I did not know that. Happy to see Willow back. I'm guessing Britt Baker is done with AEW. I don't know at this point.
That's a tough one to call. But then again, she was out with an injury though, wasn't she?
That was before. She's ready now. So where's she been? And she came back, then she just disappeared. I don't know where things stand with it. I've always enjoyed the sit-out power bomb more than regular Liger bomb. Dr. Bomb are my favorite variations. Chris, I knew I liked you. Yeah, those are always good, man. After the match, Tekla attacks. Triangle of Madness is out there, Derek. But they end up getting beat up by the Divine Dominion, who was matching Mercedes Moné.
Right.
And they all kind of raised their hands together. So is that a little foreshadowing? Is that a new group? Is that just a temporary alliance?
I'd say
I'm guessing at Redemption that Sky Blue and Julia Hart are going to challenge for the tag titles.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think it's a temporary. What's the word I'm looking for? Temporary. I will just keep simple. Temporary agreement. I can't think of the word, but
alliance.
No, not alliance. It's more. It's like a more prestigious word, kind of.
I got nothing, brother.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Cool.
What is this? What is this? Yeah.
Cute.
And I still wonder too more things about Athena and what's going to happen with her in the future.
Yes.
Her and Maya World could be get ready to lock horns again as well.
That'd be nice.
Now, here we are, Derek. We get a Jack Perry vignette, Derek. What did you think of basically what was the point of this whole thing with him and Luchasaurus?
So Jack Perry was given a little bit of a backstory about his journey through the ranks. And just breaking down like the ups and downs, the maneuvers that he had to make to be where he is. And with all that being said, it alludes to the fact that Jack Perry has re-signed with AEW.
Put your name on the dotted line. And they have set that up. So, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, you know what? Good for him. Good for him. I'm not going to take anything away from him because he deserves that. Definitely deserves that.
Look at this. Mark this down, everyone. Derek gave Jack Perry a compliment. I'm not getting too used to it, I know.
Yeah, okay. As long as you don't get used to it, bro.
Jack Perry ain't going nowhere. We knew that. I felt that way, too, about it. Something different, AEW confirming he re-signed. Yeah. Yo. Tekla was wild on commentary.
She was.
Wow.
There's a lot of business, I'd say, that was being said.
Yeah, a situationship convenience between Divine Dominion and Mercedes Moné. Yeah. Going into it, afterwards we get Renee backstage talking to fellow Canadian Speedball Mike Bailey. And Speedball did not want to talk about Kevin Knight. He avoided that conversation. And then he said, you know what? I got beef with the Don Callis family. And he said, Mark Davis, I'm putting a challenge out to you. I want your national championship on the line on Collision. that was a match that we knew that got made. I'm calling it now, Derek. I think that Speedball wins the championship on Collision.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. I think it's time. Well, no, I won't say it's time, but I think the time has begun with the uprise, but then now the downfall of the Don Callis family. I solely.
I won't say the downfall, but I think
no, I mean like title wise.
I think their title belts are about to.
title-wise.
There's gonna have some people gunning for them.
Like right now,
Andrade.
Oh yeah,
Speedball, Konosuke Takeshita.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else is in that group. There's beef everywhere, though.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's the downfall of the titles that's going to start, and I feel like it'll start with Mark Davis.
And they might be going for that at Redemption, Chris. That might be what they're building towards. It might even be like titles don't have to be on the line. This is just about me versus you. Like, I have an issue with you.
And you know what? Sometimes I feel like those don't get addressed enough like they should. Like I love like those kinds of backstory matches where it's like, you know what, anything that we have done in this company right now up until this point does not even matter because you and I have unfinished business for however long.
And that could be the all-in match, or Darby's got the all-in match. We got to wait and see. Like I said, there's multiple threads in these stories too. So let's see what they decide to go with for it. But we'll see if he wins that championship. I'm actually kind of thinking that he might not win it, and I can see Kevin Knight costing him, and then he wins the title at the pay-per-view. But I don't know. Tony Khan's on one tonight. That's all I can say. Because here we are, main event time, Derek. Kenny Omega, MJF. This is what the show was built around for the World Championship. The Devil taking on the God of professional wrestling.
Right.
This was what it was going to be.
Yes.
A fantastic match. MJF, the guy who used to be the opening match guy, facing off the guy who was in the main event, and now the table is turned a little bit.
Yes.
And Kenny is kind of the vet, wondering if he still has it, and MJF's at his peak. He cannot be stopped, and he's going to do whatever he wants, anytime he wants, to get where he wants. This match, Derek, was fantastic in my opinion.
Yes, it was. Start to finish, no matter how you look at it, this was a very, 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 very good match.
I would tell people to go watch this one as a good Dynamite television match.
Absolutely. You can't deny what was being shown. You can't deny what was executed. Everything, even with it just being a regular title match with like no like pay-per-view implications, just we need something just to get us over until it's time to get the real meat and potatoes cooking. Not to say that it was a passover, because it wasn't a passover, because obviously if you watched it, it was chef's kiss to the fullest. A little drizzle of that black salt.
Get this man out of here. Get this man out of here. Get him out of the studio. Dude, MJF came out rocking that Bam Bam Bigelow attire. I thought it was great. I love Kenny's attire as well. Kenny was not wearing that hot-ass jacket. He was like, no. We're just going out here and wrestling. Kenny put it all on the line for his opportunity. If Kenny Omega lost this match, he wouldn't be the champion. I'm not going to go through all the moves here. I have it written down. He does the cool moonsault off of the lifeguard chair. Go watch that. Shout out to my guy, Rich Latta. My homie Rich also has a podcast, RLPW. Don't say I never supported you, brother.
Right.
He was definitely in the way when they were like, move out the way of the chairs. You see Rich running at the end, and I was like, Rich, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And this was fantastic, man. I thought that they did really well with this. I'm just jumping around looking at my notes. I promise y'all, though, that I do have a lot of notes in here. Poison Rana off the top where MJF hits it on Kenny. And MJF's knee was still taped up was another key factor in this match.
Yes.
He hit a heat seeker right after, and Kenny kicked out at 2.99. Couldn't believe it. They do the whole spot with the triple B, Derek. He grabs the belt. He looks like he's going to hit him with it. And the ref says, what are you doing? No, give me that. Reaches in. He's going to use the ring. this piece of garbage, Will Ospreay runs out. And I know MJF was so mad. I'm actually happy Will did this. Yes. He stops him from using the ring. He's like, no, you're going to do this the fair way. He's like, what are you doing? And Taz said that MJF's going to be pissed because he interfered in his match. It cost him his championship, basically. He takes the ring off of his finger. He doesn't have anything. Kenny's going to use the world title, and then MJF drops to his knees. And Kenny, I think, felt himself going to that dark place.
Yes. Which needs to happen for Kenny.
No.
Yes.
No,
need Kenny, all the darkness in the world.
No, Kenny is the baby face here. So he's
still
like
the baby face.
I know, but he can't go to that dark place. Dark place is what got him with Don Callis. That's what he at least mentioned with the Bucks last week.
That one I would say that was probably a little misguided there. A little coercion. He
doesn't use the belt. Low blow by MJF, smacks him with the title. You think it's over. He pins Kenny. I believe this is where he kicks out at a 1. The crowd is going nuts now. Basically, after that, we see Kenny turned into New Japan Kenny for like 5 minutes in this match. Yes. He starts hitting the V-triggers, bro. These things look brutal to MJF's back of his top of his neck, the back of his head, right in his face. He had 3 of those bad boys.
Dude, when you get those done on you, you know you're done in.
Oh, and he punched him too again, like he was at Dynasty. He was just like he was giving him that business. And after that, MJF gets hoisted up. Remember that? I kicked out of the One Wing Angel. Yeah. Not today. He was donezo, bro. One Winged Angel, 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega regained the championship.
Yes.
And Kenny goes off the air celebrating. They even put up the graphic, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay at All In. But they did say, for now.
Right. You know what?
There's still a pay-per-view happening. Things can change again. Because that's what they've been wanting you to believe is anything can happen on these shows right now. Which I'm going to, I see Kelson say Kenny Omega, transitional champ. AEW's been doing this way too much. I hear you, and I don't think you're making an incorrect point. I just don't think that I'm tired of it yet. I'm okay with it up until this story now. Now, do I want to see it afterwards, after All In? No, but for now, I'm okay with this transitional champion phase that we're in.
Yeah.
Because they went Samoa Joe, Darby Allin, MJF, now Kenny Omega, transitional champs. The world title is meaning less and less. I don't agree with that, though, because I do think that the matches have been pretty good. Now, I know you didn't enjoy the Darby Allin reign as much. I thought Joe was a surprise, though. Like, anything can happen. Samoa Joe wins the title.
Yeah. You know what?
Darby winning, I thought, was a cool flurry of matches. Like, he came in for a few weeks, and he put the title on the line every week, gave you a lot of bangers. MJF dropping it and getting it back, you just know that he can always win it back at any time. And now Kenny has it. And I feel like Kenny's reign is more so a thank you for like everything you did. Yeah. Because Kenny didn't have to come over. He could have stayed in New Japan. He was a prominent star over there. And I think that would have kept a lot of power with New Japan. But instead he said, I'll come over. Like, I'll sign with you guys.
Kenny's reign is almost like what do they call it? What do they call it? Oh, final tour. There we go. Couldn't think of it. I think this is like a final tour. Do I think Kenny is gone completely? No, I think Kenny comes back for like.
I think it's a final tour from the main event scene. Like Kenny is not going to be up in this mix like he once was, or he might be doing less and less matches because you could tell Kenny looks like he's hurting. Like, but I don't know. There's moments in time where I'm like, that's Kenny Omega right there, bro.
Yeah.
I saw it with the Gabe Kidd match in New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom, and he did it again here. Like, I'm just like, that's Kenny Omega. Or was it Wrestle Dynasty? I can't remember where that match happened, but Kenny and Gabe Kidd had a match in New Japan, and it was fantastic. And I'm like, yo, that's what we need more of.
I think Kenny has like a more like not so much like a managerial direction coming. I feel like it's more like I guess like EVP, but not EVP.
I think he's got a job backstage if he wants it.
Yeah.
Good main event. Does MJF take time off, Derek? Like, so let me ask you this. So MJF's kind of in the mix. We don't know what's going to happen with him here. He might challenge at Redemption again.
He could. Yeah, he definitely could. I want to say, do I want to say that he steps away for a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna say that. I think he's gonna step away just for a little bit. Not anything big. Maybe like a couple months, and then he'll be back. But I think there has to be something that is going to drive him back. While like
Hangman,
yeah, maybe something
maybe.
like that.
I don't know. It could be MJF and Hangman is one thought I have. This could be a triple threat. MJF may just say, I'm getting inserted in there. I want my rematch. I'm tired of getting screwed around by you guys and all this Darby Allin crap, this and that. Like, we're done with this. Like, I want my championship match. Maybe a triple threat's the way to go. Would you guys be mad if it was a triple threat? I know some people are like, it takes away. I get it, because the big one-on-one match is the poster, two people facing off against each other. It's a simple story to tell. Three ways make it complicated sometimes.
It does. But I also believe even if you have like a triple threat, I at times, like a triple threat could sell a hell of a lot more than just a singles match.
It could if it's the right triple threat, and you rarely did it.
Yeah, and I think you do have the right.
And once again, I'm going to say this again. AEW should adopt the ECW rules and make it three-way dances with eliminations. I think it would make the matches so much better, and it would make you stand out and be different. You can definitely tell stories in there and then do something different with it too. Oh, the champ's paying guaranteed new champ. Oh, this guy was eliminated first. No one expected it to be him.
Right.
You could just do different little things like that. But that's just my selfish thoughts on it.
But it's not a bad thought though, because if that's how you break the monotony up to make it different, let's do that then.
I think in wrestling I want to see people less protected from their pinfalls. Like it's a pin people sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We cross the threshold where every now and then you get a finisher where it's a pinfall win or a submission win that isn't part of the finisher. You know what I mean? Like, it's not their finisher, but they won this way. I'm not mad at that idea. That idea is a beautiful thing, because there are times, like, if we're gonna go through WWE or not WWE, if we're gonna go through wrestling logic, period,
or lack thereof,
or lack thereof. When people get upset when they hit a move and they think that's it, and then they're like two, and they're like, well, yeah, it's not your finisher, bro. Like, what? What? So
but I'm a big fan too, though. Of we talked about like Cody when he was here. Like Cody would win with the figure four sometimes. I'm like, yes, win with a different move. You don't have to win with your finisher.
A different move does not depreciate your value.
I actually think it makes like MJF's armbar is one of his finishers, but then he also has that power bomb. He might hit you with the ring. He might hit you with the belt. He might put his feet on the ropes. You don't know what he's gonna do. Kenny Omega, he might beat you with the Snapdragon Suplex, One Wing Angel. I'm trying to think of who else. The Young Bucks have the Meltzer Driver. They have more bang for your buck. They have the super kicks. They can do a lot of stuff.
Well, I think it when you hit something different, I think it in my opinion, it gives you more value.
More pop. Yeah. You're going to definitely get more out of it. T-Ferg, I want to answer his last one thing too. Do you think Swerve gets another title run? He says he hopes he does.
Oh, yeah.
I think Swerve will. Swerve might be the guy to beat Will, if we're being completely honest. I think that those two have that chemistry, and Tony might be seeing that. If Tony don't see it, I don't know what he's looking at this point then.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Swerve will get another title, but I think that'll come closer to how we're looking at Kenny right now, kind of taking that step back again.
I love what Chris said here. Anything can happen any given Wednesday, Sunday, he put in parentheses, type of deal, where you can see a top champion lose at any time when they put their belt on the line. Yeah. It is smart. It does create like, you better watch because you don't know. Kelson says, as long as it's not Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at All In, I have absolutely no interest in watching that match. Too WWE-ish. I am going to disagree, my friend. I was at Forbidden Door when they faced off, and I loved that match. That match was so flipping good with Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. There's a chemistry there that I cannot explain.
Sometimes you have to acknowledge the chemistry that some people have. And honestly, I know it can be a crutch at times, but if you have to lean on that to get things started or to end it, sometimes that's what you got to do.
Right. And Matt brought up a good point, too. They had so many top people gunning for the world title. It makes it more believable that the title could change hands all of a sudden.
Yes.
MJF versus Andrade could be the match at All In. It could be. I think that we might see Andrade get a title shot or be in a really big match at that Mexico City show that's like the first week in August.
Oh, yeah. Andrade has something big coming for him. And it's going to be well-deserved. And the how you know line is definitely going to take off. And I think it's going to be polished in such a short amount of time. Like right now, it's still relatively new, but I think once it gets polished off, I think it's going to be hitting way, way more than it does now.
Right. Ace bringing up where the beef's going to be. Remember, Kenny told Will to have his business last week. Well, Will's got the title shot coming up, so it is his business. Is probably what he's going to say.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Going in, Derek, real quick, minor things that we're going to touch on. WWE deal expiring. Famous people have talked about him coming over. Are you in for this or no? There is a new hurdle that someone has brought up that I think is going to be an issue. Says Sheamus has an agent. His agent is not the biggest fan of AEW. I don't know how this is going to work out.
At the end of the day, the way I look at it is, I pay you. So do exactly what I need you to do. Make it. I don't care about your personal feelings about it. This is where I want to go. This is what I pay you to do. So do it for me.
Do you want Sheamus in AEW? Upper 40s, not to age discriminate on him, but
yes and no. Because I would like to see Sheamus have a new clean slate. But at the same time, like you said, upper 40s, not shaming the age, but upper 40s. I'm indifferent on this one. This one I'm kind of neutral on. I don't think it's gonna hurt or depreciate my thoughts on it. I think
I can see him being in the Death Rider and teaming with Claudio again.
Yeah.
I could see him just coming in. All I can see is a bro kick to Darby Allin, and Darby's going flying. I'm sorry.
Might be the second time Darby Allin dies.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
After that DDT,
my man's got 9 lives.
Well, man, those some long distance 9 lives.
Let him rock, man. Let him rock. The next thing I want to talk about real quick was the Tony Khan. Chris had brought this up in the chat. Tony Khan said you get the very best on TV and great wrestling product for fans who can't necessarily afford the pay-per-views. That is true.
It is true.
And I can say that's a respectful thing. Like, I think that's pretty cool for him to worry about people's pockets. And like, no, I want you to be able to see good wrestling.
Yeah.
Because if you were a kid like the time when we were, sometimes you see a lot of squash matches on TV. Or you would get these little things, but here and there you get something surprising, and then it started to happen more and more and more. It's kind of what me and Kelson were just going back and forth about, which I think that Kelson has a great point to what he's saying about the title runs and switching it too much, but I think there's also, it's a good thing too sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I said, to me, the end game is like, don't do this anymore after All In for a little bit. Like, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes I get a little, I'm middle ground here. Like I think, with the long title runs, I feel like those title runs were very thin with me. Because it's like, all right, yeah, we get you. Like, I don't know. I guess it has to be organic enough for me to not think about it.
I feel that those title runs too were being done like, okay, so we were doing long title runs, then we started to get like, oh, Cody and Roman are getting long title runs. So then they flipped it and said, we're going to start doing shorter ones. And as you can see, the response was on Monday, we're going to do a short one, 9-day title run for Sami Zayn. So I think it's just controlling the industry type stuff too. Like, okay, now they're copying us again. So now we're going to go back to what we do.
Right. Yeah. And
Will doesn't have to be the champ for, 6 months even. He could be the champ for 4 or 5 months. That's fine.
Right.
But what I'm saying is let him be your guy. Run with it for a little bit. You don't have to take the title right off.
Well, yeah, no, you don't have to. Like I said, it for me it all depends. If you make it organic enough, to where I don't think about it, and we're looking at, oh, Will Ospreay has been champ for 365 days. Like 365 days since when?
Right.
I feel like he just won this.
Right. And that could happen too, because to me, he's the guy who's going to deliver on any match you put in front of him. It's going to be the best Will Ospreay match that he can give you.
Right.
And it's going to probably be in the top 3 matches of the night, guaranteed.
Yes. Well, you know, I guess it's that placebo effect where you think you're getting better because the medicine is getting to you. You know what I mean? So the medicine is getting to the long title runs, and you think it's better, or maybe they can get the real medicine, and it is helping.
Yeah. It's showing in the ratings. They're remaining strong. So interest is up, I would say, for them. Now, we have Produce Volume 2 Tiger Style show. Lee Moriarty, Jonathan Gresham headlining the show, but we got Mance Warner and Mad Dog Conley on this show, the Magic Ticket Battle Royal. We see some Chase U on there, if anyone is interested. Joey Janela taking on Darian Benson.
Good old Janela.
Let me see here. The limit. There's a bunch of matches on here. Like I say, Gabby Forza, Effie, Fred Rosser. Lots of people that you're gonna recognize on here. Man like Drees, Marco Stunt. Look for people in this match. If you watch enough indie wrestling, you'll know. But I think that they have a pretty good show coming up on the 16th in New Jersey. If you guys wanted to go to it, definitely consider checking it out. And Chicago, they are coming up, and they're going to give you guys a heck of a show to kick off this G1. It's going to be Konosuke Takeshita versus Yota Tsuji. You got Oleg Bolton in the house. You got Goto, Sonata, Yuto Ice, Shingo Takagi. Like, the matchups are right there. Aaron Wolf and Hanare. Oscar's on the card. ZSJ. Shooter's on here. Callum Newman. I don't know if he's wrestling or not. Yuya Yamura. Like, the G1's always a fun time period. This is like the Continental Classic for New Japan, and New Japan does it well. So who is going to Wrestle Kingdom? This is where it begins, and this is where you guys will find out what happens with it. Check out that G1 Climax if you guys got I don't know if it's going to be on New Japan World or not. I'd have to double check. If someone knows, tell me.
It probably is.
I don't know, bro. New Japan World be funky sometimes with some of that stuff. Callum Newman was cleared on Monday. Let's go. Thank you, Chris. I did not know that. And Lee versus Gresham is for the ROH Pure title. Yes, it is, sir. Looking forward to that. There's definitely some fun matchups for Sheamus and AEW. For sure. It's one of those things. Is Sheamus needed? No. But could you do something with him? Perhaps. But you got a lot of other people that people are saying bring in. We'll see if they show up. I'll leave it at that. And here's what we got on the horizon for AEW now. We just had Beach Break. We're going towards Redemption. And then coming right off of Redemption, Derek, we're going to probably have a show. And then in 2 weeks from then, we're at Grand Slam, Mexico. I'm going to be going crazy for that. Mm-hmm. You got Friday, August 21st in Philadelphia, PA. They're back. Death Before Dishonor. I'm predicting that we're going to get Maya World versus Athena here.
I think so, too. Oh, God. Ooh, that. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Maya World the one to dethrone her?
You know, I wouldn't be mad if she does.
Things to watch out for. You also have All in London. We got Mercedes, Will. They are getting their respective championship matches. And we also have AEW All Out, which was announced for Chicago. We thought we were getting it in Toronto again, but I was wrong.
Would have been nice, but we'll take it.
Well, that's all right. We might get Wrestle Dream or something else, or maybe Full Gear or something. But
give me Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be in the streets when that's happening. But All Out's happening. Things are happening, man. It's all good. Programming notes. Monday, Clash of the Podcast. Me and Sean talking a lot of WWE and pro wrestling with you guys. 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys are there. My good friend Kelson, who was in the chat, I appreciate him. AEW Ignition Podcast, Tuesdays at 8:45 Eastern Time. You got a community of people in there just talking topics about AEW, giving their different opinions. Like I said, me and Kelson don't always agree, but I think they're both great opinions, great things to listen to, and that's why I love talking pro wrestling with you guys. And make sure you're tuned in here every single week where me and Derek talk about Dynamite after the show ends. Shout out to Kelson for these graphics. But I think that is it for me, Derek, tonight. And it could still be Billy Clown. I don't know if that's where they're going with that.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad if Billy got that opportunity as well. You know.
Yeah, someone said, why isn't Bandito on the poster? They might update the poster. I think Athena is the main draw for Ring of Honor currently.
Yes.
I've always said that, and I kind of stand by that. Bandito's on Dynamite and stuff a lot, too. So who knows? They might just want a different poster with different folks on it. But if you guys like the channel, make sure you subscribe. Check out some more cool videos that we have up here for you. But we will be back next week, man. We're going to talk some more AEW. We're going to figure out where this MJF, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Tangle Web We Weave story goes. Figure out what's happening at Redemption. Make sure you guys check out Collision. For me, Derek, we are out for this episode for AEW Dynamite review, and we will be back next week. So for us, we are out.
1.